Okay, so here's an example of some of the greasy things I can do with weak auras. So, the issue I've been running into a lot is I cast Flame Shock when I don't need to, because you can apply Flame Shock with Primordial Wave. So I set it so if, okay, I'll show you the trigger actually, it's this X one. So, the trigger is, if the target has Flame Shock, so that's on its own only, so only my Flame Shock, because that filters out other people's Flame Shocks, and is aura found, so that means if they have it, then this red X will appear, because then now you don't need to recast Flame Shock, because it's already on the target, so that just puts an X. I can show you that actually. So target doesn't have Flame Shock. Target now has Flame Shock, X, right? It's cool. Okay, but my favorite one is these two overlapping ones, so there's technically two right here. So, we have Primordial Wave, and its triggers are if Primordial Wave isn't on cooldown. Pretty straightforward. And the target is hostile, just so it doesn't appear all the time. And then the one in the background that you can't see just because they're overlapping is if the target has Flame Shock, or is missing Flame Shock rather. So if the target doesn't have Flame Shock, that's trigger 1. And Primordial Wave is on cooldown. That's why they're overlapping, because if one is true, then the other is false, you know, so only one will be up at a time. And then this is just a target is hostile. It's pretty straightforward. So now, I just need to get Primordial Wave on cooldown, which can be annoying because sometimes it doesn't reset its cooldown. So now if I look at this guy, so now Flame Shock, this one shows because the target doesn't have Flame Shock and Primordial Wave is on cooldown, so it's awesome. This weak aura just makes it so I can tell when my puppies are up, because I have a legendary. See, that's the sound. So my legendary ring makes it the ring? Yeah, it makes it so my puppies are up way more often, but I need to know when they're up, because sometimes I space out on like my rotation abilities, so I don't notice it. So
I'm gonna enjoy this.
we have Feral Spirits, so trigger 1 is spell cooldown. Feral Spirit is not on cooldown. So if Feral Spirit isn't on cooldown, then this icon shows. And then you go to animations and you change your type to preset and then bounce. That's what makes it jump up and down. If you go display and then scroll down to glow and turn it on, that's what makes it glow. And then actions, play sound, wolf howl. So anytime it triggers, it howls at me. So it's bouncing, glowing, and howling. I shouldn't be able to miss it. Plus if you change the display text, you can put whatever keybind it's on, so I put it to 3 so it knows exactly, like it tells me what button to push. And see, that's the sound it makes. So now if I target this dude, and my puppies are on cooldown, or ready to go. See, it's bouncy and ready to go. So now it's gone.
I must get closer.
Okay, so now my puppies are up again. So it howled and it's blinking and it's jumping. So that's awesome. And yeah, that's some of the greasy shit you can do with weak auras. No. Bye bye.